All right, this is our 2020 model 4.5 meter Marine Dynamics push boat, tug, whatever you want to call it. It's a nice little utility boat that we built. It's all aluminum construction, 4.5 meters long. It's got a tow bar in the back. You've got all your lighting for your anchor light and such out the back of it. Everything is hydraulically steered. You got a 50 horsepower Suzuki. That's a 4-stroke fuel injection, obviously electric trim and tilt, pushing a pretty good size high torque prop in the back of the boat here. This is where your some storage as well as your battery access. Nice and clean, tons of open space. Battery switch, bilge pump. Everything is powder coated a medium blue on this. The entire boat, hull bottom included, non-skid slip. We've got a Simrad Go 5 setup. There is a NEMA 2000 backbone built into this boat, so you can add all your accessories, depth sounders, side scan, all that kind of stuff. There's a redundant Suzuki gauge that is a C10 gauge on there that'll control all your alarm systems, things like that from your engine itself. We've got a top mount binnacle control, obviously your ignition system with your tether. You've got all your switches, instruments, horn, bilge, nav, anchor, 3 additional accessory switches, and then we've got your USB plugins. All of your stuff is accessible from the underside here. Your rigging runs along the perimeter, so very easy to service. This is a utility boat. You've got 2 fuel tanks mounted forward. Each one of those is 6.6 gallons. They are plumbed together up in the bow, and we'll take a look at that in a minute. They are removable, very easy to fuel them off-site, fuel them on deck. They slide right out and clip in. And we've got deck lights. This one has blue deck lights on it. Moving forward, you've got your little tiny mini Samson posts on there. And you've got your storage, which is massive in the front of this. Right now we have just 4 life jackets real quickly, but you've got room. You could put a bigger fuel tank up front, tons of room for dock lines, being unfinished aluminum on the inside, as well as you can see some of your wiring and your fuel water separator in there. The entire boat has, let's get this shut up here for a second. Here is your spot for your navigation light that can go in. Here are your your push bars up front. You can nose into just about anything on there. Those are 4.5 inches thick. They take a lot of pressure to compress on there. You've got your trailering toe ring on there. And then, let's see if I can get this running down the entire side of the boat. You've got all your fendering systems. Those are removable, they're replaceable, they're inexpensive to replace if they get ruined. We've got another set of cleats in the back here. Obviously a mirror image of all of your fendering on the side. Nice grab rail in there. It's a pretty open boat. Yeah, it can have a lot of different uses. Laying buoys out, laying boom systems out, towboat. We've got a big engine guard on the back there. You can throw another Samson on there and pull from that if need be. We've got non-skid everywhere, and it's got self-draining cockpit. You can see right here, here's one of the holes. We'll actually take a look down in there. You can see the water. You get water in here, it works on the Venturi system, sucks it right out with any forward movement. You could plug them if need be, but we leave them open. Most of the time the deck stays pretty dry. So we'll give one more quick look over here. We'll take it for a spin. All right, we've got her in gear now. Go ahead and see if I can do this while I'm driving. We'll motor up. It is like glass out here today. So the little 50 jumps it right up on plane. I got it about half throttle, get it on plane, give it a little trim, and doing about 18 knots right now. That's kind of its little sweet spot. Boat is not meant to go fast. It's about 26 knots wide open with the 50 on it. But she handles real nice in tight marinas for moving stuff around. All right, back at it here. give it a little trim. We're heading back into the marina to finish up a job. We'll give a... She likes to cruise pretty efficiently around 18 knots or so.